Hey, everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Gen XO TV. I'm so excited to have you here joining us live or watching the replay. Today, we are going to talk about where you're going in your business. And I'm going to give you a little insight about some of my where I'm goings with my business. Today, I am still wearing last night's makeup because I didn't wash my face before I went to bed. And I thought that I would give you a real insight of what I look like when I'm sitting behind my computer screen. I literally just hung up the phone with one of my awesome mastermind clients and ran to the bathroom, brushed my hair a little bit, and here I am. I even tried to get some of the mascara that was still a little on from sleeping. I decided that this would be great to show you. I mean, not I get all dolled up for these things, but really what you want is you want to see the real me. You want to know what it's like to be an entrepreneur. And it's very rarely that I am sitting behind my desk all dolled up like you've maybe seen on some other videos. Most of the time, I'm throwing that makeup on right before I shoot the video. And let's be honest, we are real. This is a real, I guess, inside look. And I feel like I'm jabbering here because this is also unscripted, which is unlike most of my videos. So, with your business, I hear often from women entrepreneurs that maybe they have a 1 year idea of what they want to do in their business. But most of the time, they don't look too far ahead of that. They might have some creative ideas and some thoughts, but to actually put it down on paper or on a dream board, it doesn't happen. And to get where you want to go, you have to know the path. So the previous week, last week, we talked about knowing the path that your future client takes. But do you know the path that you want to take with your business? That you want to see the longevity for it? Most people don't. There isn't really a secret formula or steps that you need to take into putting this into a plan or into your dream board. It's really more just about jotting down ideas. And some are going to work and some may not. But if you don't put them down, you can't make them happen. You can't take action on something that is just a thought in your head. So for me, 9+ years ago when I started my business, it was completely different than where I'm at today. And to be real honest with you, I couldn't have visualized that it was going to bring me to where I'm at. And I'm so excited. My guy asked me just 2 nights ago if I could see where my web traffic came from on my website. And so I pulled up my Google Analytics report and showed him that over the last 30 days, I've had over 150 countries, different countries, people from all over the globe visiting my website. Now, that's, I'm pretty sure, more than 75% of the globe is coming into my website and taking the steps to either sign up for my email marketing list or find out more about working with me. It was huge to see that because 9 years ago, that wasn't a goal for me. Not to say that it, when I go from local to global and helping other entrepreneurs, that it was something that I couldn't even put down on paper. So I'm not saying that this has to be wrote in concrete, that it has to be something that you follow every single step, but you need to have an idea. You need to have somewhat of a plan. And majority of us created a business plan when we started our business. But how many of you go back and revisit that plan or how many of you go in and change that plan? Mine is actually in a binder, which probably would have been helpful for me to grab. Hold on one second. I'm actually going to grab it. Now, I've never changed the logo on it because it reminds me of where I came. You never want to forget that path that you traveled to get where you are today. This is my business plan, notebook, binder, whatever you want to say, that has my ideas, my dreams, and my visions. And I'm going to share one of those big visions with you today. So if you don't have something like this set up, I mean, it's even dirty because it's 9 years old. I highly encourage you to get something. Computers are great, but I love going over to my bookshelf and pulling this off of there. And if I have a new idea, I, might just put it in the side margin because I want to document that. So I want you, your goal for today, your action step is to write down ideas of what you want to do in years 1, 2, and 5 from right now. So what do you want to happen a year from now? What do you want to happen 2 years from now? And what is the big goal for 5 years from now? As many of you know or have seen or heard, depending on what program you're in, we have been tossing around this Gen XO. And you're going to be hearing more about it and what it means, but it plays into more of my 5-year goal. Not necessarily my 1 year and my 2 year, but more so in the big picture for 5 years from now. As I was telling one of my clients today, my daughter graduates high school in 4 years. Seems crazy. It's been a trip. I'm not going to cry because yesterday she got asked to homecoming for the first time. Okay, so maybe I have a little bit of tears right now. But my 5-year goal is so big that it's scary, but I am taking the steps right now to try to make that happen, to lead my path for my 5-year goal. So you're like, well, what's your 5-year goal? I love being on video and providing information to women entrepreneurs. How many TV shows do you know that are for women entrepreneurs or even by a women entrepreneur? I don't know of any. If you know of one, put it in the comments on this YouTube channel or page as you're watching it. So my 5-year goal is to create whether it is web-based or whether it is supported by an actual television station, it is to put together a women entrepreneur show for women entrepreneurs by a women entrepreneur that's in that same industry. And right now I am taking some steps into trying to make that happen. You may, if you are connected with me on social media, have seen some hype and excitement about the Dayton CW star that I am currently a top 5 finalist for. And some of you might be thinking, well, how does that tie into her business? Where is that coming from? Well, I'm going to tell you. For the last 3 years, I have been doing a lifestyle local television show, completely unpaid, as a contributor. I am their digital diva, and I love it. I have definitely found that I'm good at it and that I actually excel, with doing the live television. And so when this CW thing came open, I saw this as a huge opportunity to start to make my mark for my 5-year goal. And it really does lead into it. So I need your help. Not only do you have to come up with your 1, 2, and 5-year plan, but I need your help in helping me make this happen so that I can help make the television series happen for you that shows you an inside look of what it's like for women to really build their empire, whether they're here in Ohio or whether they're all the way across the globe. I want to bring something to you that sheds a positive light on what us women entrepreneurs are really doing all day long. Because to be honest, my guy doesn't necessarily understand this business. And so for him to see that I am reaching 100 or over 100, I think it was like 155 countries in the last 30 days. That's not over a year. That's in the last 30 days. It was such a great insight for him. And I also wanted to be an inspiration to other women entrepreneurs who maybe are just getting started or maybe have this thought of a vision when their child goes to school. Because for me, it took me 2 years to start my business while I waited for my daughter to go full-time into school so that I knew that I could give my business 100% of my attention. I want to show women that you can do it too. So that's where my 5-year is. I know that once Madison graduates high school, I will have so much more opportunity of time to travel and to make this happen. Now, I'm not giving you all of the juicy details of this show because, well, it's kind of still a secret and we want some things to be a surprise. But trust me, it's a huge idea, huge phenomenon that I don't believe, to my knowledge right now, anybody is doing. So I want to hear from you. I want to know what your 1 year, your 2 year, and your 5-year goals are. You don't have to share them in public if you don't want to. You can email them to me at Allie@AllieRittenhouse.com. I will give you any feedback, support, anything that you need to help you really reach those goals. In return, I would love if you could help support me in voting for me to be the next Dayton CW star. Now, I'm sorry, I know you probably can't tune in to the Dayton CW network unless you're local, but you know I'm going to continue to give you all of the good info right here. You're not going to miss out on anything. But I appreciate any help and support you can get. To vote for me, all you have to do is watch the video all the way through from start to finish. I shot it while my daughter kind of ran the back end of the camera. I produced it and I edited it. Hey, this is live, whatever. So you can kind of see how this really does tie into my 5-year vision, even if you're kind of confused by it. So there's links below so that you can go and you can vote for me. And again, my email address is Allie@AllieRittenhouse.com. I would love to hear from you and see what your goals are. This has been another episode of Gen XO TV. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, be sure to share my YouTube channel with all of your online women entrepreneur friends because we've got nothing but goodness coming out of it. I hope you have a great Thursday. This has been Allie Rittenhouse.